God is delivering you from your spiritual warfare. Okay, that is a word that I have for myself today. But if it settles with your spirit, I hope that this message helps you in many ways. But yesterday, I was going through some type of mental anguish. Like, I don't know what it was, but it just wasn't sitting right with me. So, because I was feeling that way, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to give that energy to anybody. So, I really had to think about, like, why am I feeling like this? So, I sat down and I prayed to God and I opened my Bible to a word. I asked him for a word and he led me to 2 Kings 19. So, as I'm reading it, I go to 19 verse 3, and it says, "And they said to him, Thus says Hezekiah, this day is a day of trouble and rebuke and blasphemy, for the children have come to birth God's purpose, but there is no strength to bring them forth." So a little backstory. This this passage relates to what I'm going through, because spiritually, I know that God has me where he needs me to be, but I'm starting to get to a space like, okay, what's next? Because, like I said, spiritually, I know that he has me where he needs me to be, but carnally, fleshly, I feel that I'm looking for more in a way, or, I feel this sense of, there is no more. Um, like I said, I'm asking God, like, what's next? And I don't know. I just feel like I'm in a place of complacency. I don't know how to feel. But I also watched a video yesterday. Um, Let me see where her name was, because I watch her quite a lot. Um, so her YouTube video is "The Kingdom of God Matters," and I clicked on one of her videos, and it says, "God hasn't forgotten you." He says, "Released from the gallows." So if you haven't already, go watch her video. Again, her YouTube is "The Kingdom of God Matters," and the video is "God hasn't forgot you." He says, "Released from the gallows." So she's, prophesying. She's in the video. She's talking in the video, and it's sitting on my spirit because it's like I really relate to what she's saying right now. There's this spiritual warfare. There's always a spiritual warfare that we go through. We don't see, but our spirit knows that we're going through it. And she's saying in the video, the enemy is trying to keep you in bondage. And how it relates to me, the enemy is trying to keep me in bondage mentally, of thinking that God doesn't have anything for me, to come. Like, he doesn't have anything new for me. Like, there is no more growth. So I just want to say that God is releasing you from your spiritual warfare. God is releasing you from the bondage of the enemy, the bondage that you have mentally, that nothing else is going to happen, that, where you are, whatever bondage that you're in right now, God is going to release it. And he's going to give you the strength to endure everything that you're going through. Even if you don't know where God is leading you, just know that where you are is where he needs you to be. So don't worry about what's next. And I'm talking to myself as well. Don't worry about what's next, because where he has you right now is where he has you to guide you to what he has next. So backpedaling, as I'm reading 2 Kings 19, which the parable title is Isaiah Assures Deliverance. Before that, which is 2 Kings 18, in that passage, the king of Assyria is deceiving people, misleading people, and telling them that God isn't going to deliver them out of his hands, and who will deliver him out of his hands. And one of the and let me see where it's at. Chapter 18 verses 19, verse 19, it says, "Say now to Hezekiah, thus says the great king, the king of Assyria, what confidence is this in which you trust?" 20, you speak of having counsel and strength for war, but they are vain words. And in whom do you trust that you rebel against me? When I tell you this is in my mind what's going on, of like, I know God has a purpose for me. I know I'm walking in God's purpose. I'm walking in his calling. But mentally, this is what I'm going through of, you know, like I'm losing confidence in where God has me. Like spiritually, like I said, I know I'm in the place God needs me to be, but it's just been heavy on me. And I pray God releases this bondage, this heavy feeling off of me, and to know that he is delivering me from whatever bondage that I'm going through. And just, he's going to reassure you that you are in the right place at the right time, and just keep going because he has something for you. So don't give up. Most definitely don't give up. Don't lose focus. Don't let your own negative mindset get in the way of what God has for you. Because I could say that, like, sometimes I just be like, what's next? But anyway, if this is for you, I hope that this sits on your spirit. God, I pray that you grant everybody who is watching this video, including me. It's not all about me, so that's why I'm sharing this video. But I pray that you grant all of us the strength, the confidence, the reassurance, the motivation, the empowerment to keep going. We may not know what purpose you have for us. We may not know why you're having us where you have us. We may not know where you're leading us, but we know, we should know, that you have a purpose for us. That this path that we're walking on is leading us to where you need us to be. And I pray, God, that you give us a sound mind. Keep us focused. Take away all the distractions that is going to distract us off this purpose. And just keep us going, God. Keep us on this path. Right now we're in the hallway. I had this vision one day, like, if you're in a hallway and there's many doors on the left of you and the right of you, but down that hallway is your purpose. So just keep going down the hallway. There are many doors. You may get discouraged. You may feel like you slowed down, whatever. Like, just keep going, because you're almost there. You're definitely going to get there. Don't think about the timing. Don't think about, oh, I need to do this the right way. And like, we all feel some type of way when, we all going to feel some type of way when we don't know what God is doing for us. So, I don't know, yeah. I hope this video sat on your spirit, and I hope it helps you in many, many ways. Um, and I pray for all of us. I really do.